Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes a connection. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man, it's Howard. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Blazers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, get gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
The give to the single back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Marshall quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Just a short pass to the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Using the quick game. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Howard. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires it incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, going to the air. He looks that one in nicely. How about running back searching for a hole. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Marshall! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ackerman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0, but David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't...
And that pass intercepted. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Snap it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Marshall quick to the line. They'll go right back to it. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurd! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ackerman. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking deep. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Allen. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Marshall 28, UAB 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Ackerman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to... He's going to let it go. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. With the catch, it's Beebe. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Beebe. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This offense has a second down play. They keep attacking through the air. Steps away. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
A nice job by this offense, put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
UAB 6.
He's going to bring it out from deep.
Returner is tackled down at the 15, and Marshall Thundering Herd will take over 1st and 10.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Throwing right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Allen. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. To the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ackerman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on first down. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball in the air, intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Blazers will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw it again. Skips away from pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting a free first down.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Allen. They're trying to get to it. And down he goes back at the 3.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Escapes trouble. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here in critical down and distances. 2nd and goal and 3rd and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 15, he's loose. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Blazers in the hurry-up.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, UAB. And they'll try to tack on 2.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Right down the middle. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Allen. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. The aerial assault continues. Gonna take a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Herd! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Back to pass, it's Howard. This time he's got it.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. He caught it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Marshall 42, UAB.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are...
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Back to pass, it's Howard. Hit as he throws. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And they tacked on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass, trying to get to him. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On second down, looking again to throw. They're bringing heat. Grab near the marker. It's Chapman. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dog.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Got it back on second and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Makes his connection. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Fires and picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Marshall back at it with another first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Allen. Feeling some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Herd! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen,
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Howard. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Floating away. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They want to throw it. Getting some heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it shows.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team,